So welcome back to the Rod Shop channel here at Sexy Rod Shop. So today we're gonna bring you up to speed on this little C10 project we just got in. Customer has had this truck for a while. It has stock chassis on it, a modified stock chassis, and he has since purchased a GSI chassis, full air ride, front and rear. It's a nice piece, so y'all have to look those up, GSI. And but one of the things that's had to be done is, and we'll show you some clips of the work that was been done on the bed, but the floor was raised, and then we've actually came in and put the wheel tubs in it, stiffened the bed, some lower pieces, and all the woodwork's been done on this bed, and it's going to have a opening door here with a set of our Sexy Rod Shop hinges. So we're working on that. We're going to be mounting the actuators for that door, and we're getting ready to Brandon's going to be doing a full stainless steel exhaust with a crossover in the center. And then one of the other things is that's been ran into, the customer bought us wheels and tires a little ahead of schedule, and with the rear end and the offset that he got, when the truck is aired out, they don't clear everything. So we're actually going to be pulling the rear end out and actually narrowing it 2 inches on each side to give him full clearance for all suspension travel. So we'll be bringing you along on this adventure as we get going. So here on the C10 bed, you can see Brandon's got this slight inner tub formed. He made this one main panel and then made a perimeter piece here, and this has actually got just a small cavity in between the two to give us as much tire clearance as possible. And then he's got this front panel here done, and he's going to weld all this in, come in and finish the back panel, and then we'll finish the other side. So we'll be done with this one in early to mid next week. So we finally got our bedwood kit in for the pickup bed that we've got here and the wheel tubs. So because the floor's been raised, the floor is now wider than original. So what we ran into is once we positioned the boards where they needed to go, we really don't have enough wood. So we went and bought another piece of redwood, matching red oak, and then we'll cut this down to fit this last location here. And then we've also ordered, because we're going to end up now with 2 short boards on each end of the wheel tub, so I also went back and ordered some more of the short stainless steel strips. So we'll have a short strip and another one out here where the second board will be. So we're actually having to double the boards on the ends of the wheel tubs. So those are just things that you don't plan on and think of until they happen, just because they don't offer a raised floor bed kit on some of these companies. And so we're actually going to run it, and it's because, a lot of it's because we've also widened the wheel tubs. So this board's getting moved out. So we've got the new board, we'll make a replacement piece. So this is the rear end that was in the truck, and it's just a GM 12 bolt. And what we had to do is we chose to narrow it 2 inches on each side. That seems like a lot, but what that's going to do is going to allow us to move the wheel in up to 2 inches as it is. And then if we want to move it back out, if we have plenty of clearance and we want to move it out when the air is all the way down, we can fine tune the tire gap against the inner fender with a small spacer. So that just gives us a few options. And then today we also picked up all of the hardware or equipment needed to do the full exhaust system. We're going to be finishing out the exhaust from the headers back with a full stainless steel exhaust on that. So that's what we got there. And because of this being an air suspension chassis, and he's wanting to be able to let the air out, or lay frame as they call it, one of the things that we run into on this one is the actual gear select linkage that comes off the frame over to the transmission is going to have to be modified because it's right in the way where we're going to need to run the exhaust. So we will be going to this universal low car shift linkage components. It allows us to connect to the steering column down to the transmission. We'll get that installed, and that'll give us plenty of clearance for our custom stainless exhaust that we're going to be routing. So I think that's everything up to date on this one at the moment. We'll be starting on the exhaust first thing Monday morning. We'll bring you up to date right quick on what we got going on this red C10. He's added a few things to our list. One of the things he's added is we're finishing out fitting the bedwood, as you've been seeing in earlier part of the video. He's also brought us the linear actuators, that he wants to use. So we've got those mounted and incorporated some mounting provisions to the frame that's going to lift up and down. Here you can see some of our work that we've had to do to make the bedwood fit. We've had to allow these provisions for the metal strips to have their bolts to go through, hold that down. So we kind of got that going on, or finished up there. And then we'll take one of the things that he's added is installing the chrome molding. He brought us all the new moldings for the bed. So we finished mounting that. And since we did the reinforcement on the inside of the bed, one of the things you can see here, those chrome moldings are designed to be bolted on, so we had to come in and locate and make provisions to install them. So that's what these access holes are. And then what we will do is put hole plugs in here when the thing is body worked and painted. Those will get hole plugs in there. We'll have a small drain hole in the bottom. If any moisture does get through those hole plugs, the moisture will drain out. And then we've also had to, because he had purchased his wheels prior to having all this work done, we had to send the rear end out and have it narrowed. Let's take a look at that right quick. So also, we just got, last night I guess it was, we got the C10 back from the paint shop. This was the bed that you saw us working on earlier in another video. We weren't able to work the paint work in on the bed, so Customer took this out to Zachary Customs, another local shop here that does great work in our area. And Wesley and his guys knocked this out in just a few short weeks, week and a half, I assume. Got all the bed bodywork done, painted to match the cab. Got all the substructure done here. Got it reassembled back on the frame. It is now back to us, and we're going to, Brandon's already finished welding up the final exhaust, got it all finalized, and then we just got the first batch of the wood in for the floor. We had a friend of ours, Marcus Spence, do this stuff right here, and he has knocked this out of the park. We went with the red and gray to kind of go along with the coloring of the truck. The red to match the paint, the gray to match the chassis. We'll be getting the final pieces tomorrow. This will all start being assembled on the truck. Got to do a little tweaking on the bumper, get that dialed in, and then get this thing detailed and cleaned and detailed. And then this one's going to the C10 Nationals next, not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. That'll be the first weekend of May, I believe it is. So keep an eye on this on the next video or two, and you'll see a finished product here pretty soon. Just a quick little update on the red C10 here, and we're getting close to being done. We got the bedwood all in, back from the our wood guy. It's all installed. Brandon's got it all installed, dialed in. As you can see here, it looks really nice. The color turned out great, matches the truck. The grain looks magnificent. I believe Marcus told me there is probably a week and a half to 2 weeks straight of coat, sand, and buff. Coat, sand, and buff. There's probably 7 or 8 at least coats of clear on this wood. Give you a little better picture. And he also I'll show you the underside of it here. So we also did the matching grain work on the underneath side here. So the underside of the door is also finished out as nice as the top side. You can see here one of the things we took the time to do is, as you noticed, when it was in the down position, the metal strip actually covers the lower piece of wood, but you see no hardware. No visible hardware, it's all hidden. All that stuff just takes time. We had to modify all these strips ourselves. So we got that done, got the wheel tubs in, the paintwork on the bed knocked out by Zachary's Customs out in Celeste, Texas. They helped the project out for the owner, getting it all done by a deadline. We have our detail guy coming in tomorrow. He's going to run a final buff and detail over the whole truck. Everything's done on this truck. It's getting ready to go home. Going to C10 Nationals later in the week. So that's kind of where we are on this. It's turned out really great. Trying to think, what else did we do on it? Oh, he's got the Zachary's Customs. Also got the hood hinges installed for him. Got all that paintwork done. Got the wheel tubs done. Got that done. Detail guy's going to dress all this up, make it look super nice. And we're going to straighten up the rear bumper just a little bit tomorrow morning, and then this one will be going home. So this little C10 is going to be at C10 Nationals. Go by and take a look at it. You really need to look this truck over. This has got a lot of work on it that most people won't notice. It's going to be a really nice truck. Visit with the owner and his wife, Jeff and Wendy. They're going to be there sitting with the truck. Pretty proud people of this truck right here, and they have the right to be. So that's kind of where we are on this project. So we got the red C10 all done. Just pulled it out. It's kind of a gloomy day today here. It's cloudy, overcast, and like 60 degrees. As you can see here at the end of April, when we're wearing long sleeve shirts. So just a quick recap of what we've done on the truck. Brandon did a complete stainless exhaust on it. There, we also did all the new bedwood. We had it restained in a red with a gray grain. It looks really, really nice. We did the wheel tubs, the widened wheel tubs, and these came from, who did these come from? We'll tag the company in it here in a little bit. I can't remember the name of the company that we had those done by. You can see here that the door, when it's in the closed position, you can't see anything. All the seams are nice and clean and tight. Overlap on that. We want to thank North Texas Auto Care, NTX Auto Care, for coming out and doing a 2-day buff and detail on it. They actually did a cut and finish and a rebuff on it. Got all that done, the underneath. Again, the exhaust system that we got done. We'll take a quick look under the hood. And a big shout out to Zachary Customs for doing the quick turnaround on the bed and paint on that, and at the same time they went ahead and installed the hood hinges for the owner. I think these are the slosh tubs here. The big block, everything's done, all nice and detailed, so this thing's ready to go to C10 National. So while y'all are out there at the C10 National, stop by and take a look at this truck. I think you'll really be impressed. That being said, we want to appreciate y'all supporting our channel, following along. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Tell your friends about it, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you.